Well, I've never been so nervous to make a video. But you know what? This is more important than my nerves, and I'm just gonna put it out there. And you guys, I don't think you're gonna judge me for this. I know you guys, and you guys know me. You know the change that you've seen, and you know everything that's been going on. And I'm not gonna let this fear stop me making this. I feel compelled to finally go into this subject. So don't judge me. I know you won't. You're not going to judge me. You know me. It's probably the biggest announcement I'll ever make. Let's get into it. So, the music I've been making, the binaural beats music. Have you seen the extraordinary reaction to it in terms of healing people, in terms of just making mental and physical conditions better, easing people's pain? I'm sure you've noticed that. That's, you'd have to admit, very, very unusual. I've been doing music for 32 years. I've never had such a response. I've had a lady telling me that she had brain cancer and her left and right sides of her brains were shut down, and by listening to theta, they started to activate again. My mum, who has MS, can't feel her arms either. And she told me that after listening to theta, she felt tingling in her arms. And that's a big sensation that people are telling me about, tingling, that tingling thing. So I know why that is. And I'm also here to say that it's not coming from me. This music isn't coming from me. It just isn't. I've got to be honest and tell you how it is. The whole process of writing this music has come to me through the automatic writing thing I was doing with my left hand. The instructions have come from this. So it literally hasn't come from me. Now, you guys are seekers. You're not going to find this. You're not going to judge me for this, I don't feel like. You've been on the journey with me. I told you I used this technology to cure myself out of the mental breakdown I had, with certain pieces that I'm not going to release yet, but I've been doing extensively this for months since I had my breakdown, and this is the chief thing that's pulled me out of it. And I swear to you, I'd clear my mind, which took months of practice, and I start to write with this hand, which is the hand I don't write with, and I let messages come through. And I've been getting messages from my higher power, which I choose to call God. That's the fact. I can't put it any other way. That's what's been happening. You have seen just go and look at the comments and just notice that there's something different about this. And I can't take, like I say, I don't take credit for it. I can't take credit for it. I'm a channel for this. I literally just open myself up and I channel this music. I'm not responsible for this. So I'm very grateful that this is coming through me. And I don't really know. I was going to keep this in. I didn't want to talk about this because I was afraid of judgment. But it's bigger than that. What hit me yesterday was I got this overwhelming sense that I'm supposed to talk about this today. And this overwhelming sense that this is bigger than me and it's bigger than my fear. And I've got to walk through it. I genuinely feel that jail was for a reason. Remember when I did the air conditioning thing with the guys in the cell? I genuinely believe that my suicide attempt was for a reason. If I hadn't have gone down to that incredible depths that I've never gone to before, I wouldn't have been so desperate to look for this healing and to eventually channel this healing. I even feel like losing my family was for a reason, which I feel like there's a higher calling, and I don't know. I'm clinging just to this right now. I know this is important, and that's all I know. It's been incredibly painful. This process has not been an easy process. It's been the most painful and the most miraculous time of my life, these last 6 or 7 months. And I've been tortured and blessed equally. So I know I've just got to keep going. I've got many, many pieces. If you want to support me, please consider signing up to the Patreon. If you've got anything from my music, if you've ever got any healing from my music, or ever got any relaxation or sleep, like so many of you tell me, please sign up to the Patreon. I've made a new tier, which is just purely to support this music, which is just a $3 tier. It's purely to support this endeavor that I'm doing, because I need help. I need support and I need your help. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. So go over there and have a look and see what you can afford. And like I say, if you like my music, if you want to support me, if you've ever got anything positive from my pieces, which I give for free, I've never made a penny off my Spotify pays 0.0004 cents per stream. So that just tells you nobody buys music anymore, but I have to keep going and I have to make a living. So I really want to urge you to, especially now, go and look at those tiers and see what you can do. I'm going to have to maybe put something else in plan, because I'm feeling like I need to also, that's for later. There's more to this. I'm going to end this video by saying something more intense, perhaps. I haven't just been getting music instructions from this automatic writing technique, this completely giving my consciousness up and just letting my hand scrawl, and words have been appearing and I've extracted those words and made sentences. I've also been getting just these pearls of wisdom that I have no idea whether they're not from me. They're not from me. That's all I'm saying. They're not from me. And these things are so profound. So tomorrow's video is going to be more intense, because it's going to be about these incredible messages I've been getting just about life. So I've been getting instructions on how to make this music, and I've been getting messages about how to live life. Make of that what you will. I know you're not going to judge me. I've never felt more sane. I hope I look sane. I don't feel like this is odd in any way to me. It's not odd. I've been dealing with this for a few months, and now it's second nature. It's second nature. I meditate in the morning, clear my mind, and I let the pen wander. And sure enough, every single day, there's some wisdom that comes out. It's either music or it's tips on how to live my life that may be helpful to you. So I'm going to talk about those as well. I'm going to tell you from tomorrow, I'm going to start telling you, I've had a lot. So I'm going to start at the top. I love you. Please come on the journey with me. I told you this year was going to be big. Yeah, I put the Patreon link in the description. Please go and have a look over there. If you've got anything from this music, please consider just throwing some support my way, because I need to keep going. And I don't exactly know how I'm going to do that, because this stuff it's not a clear way to make a living from this. but I have to keep doing it. That's all I'm going to do. I will be out on the street making this music if I have to. So it doesn't really matter, but have a consider looking. I love you guys. Let's come back tomorrow and I'll tell you the first lesson that I got from channeling.